Hello everyone, welcome back to another Viper Cup. We are at a street circuit, and let me say straight away, hold on, let's go, to the front. Oh wait, okay, there we go. This is a really tight circuit for the most part, and I think you'll see what I mean in a minute here. So, here we go, coming down to the first straight. This first straight is brilliant, and this first chicane coming up is also similarly brilliant. It doesn't look fast here. Whoa! A lot of people jumped the curve! Big accident! Big accident! Many people came off. Many people didn't. That didn't go well for many people. But yeah, like I said, very, very tight. The first chicane doesn't look fast, but it is fast. And it's also tight, which makes it a little bit scarier and honestly, I think more exciting. But yeah, overtakes. Normally, my strategy would be try to out-accelerate them through... Ooh, someone's got to cut up the inside! Not very well. Normally, I try to draft them and out-accelerate them on the straights. But normally, that doesn't really work because we're all in the same car. So, for the most part, our top speeds are exactly the same. So, normally, dive bombing the mess out of them is my strategy. Because it works. Because I'm faster through the turns. You know, basically just brake later and hope it works. Ooh, almost rear-ended him. Wow. Ooh, but the blue guy's gonna try and cut up the inside. Not close. Well, not brave enough. Yeah, so this is a really, really tight circuit where you have to be strategic with your overtakes, I'd say. You can't just overtake whenever you feel like. I mean, you can't really do that in normal racing anyway. You gotta be respectful of the other guy you're racing, but again, this is a tight circle. Ooh, wow, that was a brilliant overtake. Ooh, but he's not gonna be able to keep it together. The other guy got a better run out of the turn. Ooh, this is close. Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna break first? Don't tell me they're gonna go too. Oh gosh, they went too wide. Now that takes guts. Holy mess. Ah, they're gonna go too wide again. Because now the blue guy wants a piece of the action. Ooh, he's gonna break a little bit later. He got the position. Nice. Ooh, that's tight. Yeah, when I said it's tight, I'm not kidding. In fact, hold on, where am I? Okay, here I am. This is what I mean. It's tight. I mean, just look at that. Of course, you can run wide here, but then it'll upset the car. So, yeah, when I say it's tight, I'm not lying. And when I say you have to be strategic with your overtakes, I'm not lying. You really have to be strategic with your overtakes. You gotta know when and when not to overtake. You have to normally, but this track emphasizes that. It reeks of that. Because every place isn't a good overtaking spot. I slightly outbraked myself there. That wasn't me trying to overtake someone. I mean, I did brake later on purpose because that's just when I brake, but I really wasn't trying to overtake anyone there. Now, you see, that's a good overtaking spot, but it's really hairy because, again, that's a tight area. The AI go wide, but as soon as they turn, they're tight. So you have to make your presence known before they start turning in, for the most part. And then I braked way too late for my own good there. I can't remember if I was trying to overtake him, but we'll just chalk it up to me trying to overtake. And then, because I think you guys will like this, I'm going to show you what this first chicane is like, because the track cameras don't really do it much justice. See, you can go far faster, but the AI is so cowardly. But yeah, that's what that first chicane is like. It's really tight, but if you go wide on the entrance, it works. I really messed up the corner there, so I lost all the time I made up. Oh, but the car behind me crashed. Ouch. And Steam is trying to ruin it. Thank you. I ran a little bit wide there, but it didn't... That corner didn't really matter as long as you didn't try to immediately power out. I ran so wide there, but you can. You gotta be careful, but you can. See, now here's where I was trying to draft him. Because I knew if I could draft him, I could at least get closer and easily dive bomb him in the next turn. I ran so close to the wall. Did I hit it? I think I hit it. See, now there's no brake markers on this track. So, it was really difficult to know where to brake. I mean, there's some in a few areas, but that big braking zone we saw before, not there, where I dive bombed the mess out of them again and ruined it. There's no brake marker. And I mean, none. I looked during practice, and you're going so fast there, it's hard to look carefully and actually like find one, not scan for one. And you just don't have enough time because of the way my computer is. I have to get right up to see it, and that didn't help. I'm watching the guys going too far in front of me, and I know they're going too wide in front of me. I'm like, this is gonna go bad. I'm just gonna brake. But it was such a brilliant turn there. But yeah, so there's no brake markers. During practice, I totally messed up when I was braking. I was braking too early, then I was braking too late. And the guy, man, everyone's crashing at that wall. Why? Hold on, let's go to the last, because this seems like a brilliant battle. Oh, he's gonna go too wide! He's gonna get it for the next turn! He's right there, but is he brave enough? Ah, oh, he hit the wall. Ah, oh, he ruined it. You moron. Ooh, they're gonna go too wide in front of him! Wow, brilliant racing. But yeah, so as I was saying, there's no brake mark. I couldn't see where there were any brake markers. So I didn't know. I was braking too early, I was braking too late, and it kept messing me up. So what I had to do was brake whenever I saw that red line, because that was the perfect time to brake. That was right when the corner was coming up, and basically right at the end of the straight. So that was an unlikely brake marker that I used throughout the entire race because it worked. It was the only brake marker for that turn, and I'm not kidding. The only brake marker for that turn. There's nothing else there. This guy's a little bit far behind the pack. Oh, they're gonna go too wide. Let's see if they're gonna go too wide there. Oh, we got a better run. He got a better run, but is he far enough? Oh, he just got far enough. Now let's hope they don't rear-end each other through this turn. I think the guy ahead of me is... Yeah, that's me, and I know why. Oh, wow. I cut that turn. Yeah, because I was a little bit far back to this pack, so I was pushing it. I kind of cut it because I think I lagged a little bit. Yeah, that did unsettle me. Karma did bite me a little bit there. Ooh, I got blocked in. Slow down, got a better run through the turn. I wanted to cut up this guy and go to the inside of the guy in front of me. It didn't work, because then the guy next to me saw that and cut in and unsettled both of us, which slowed both of our paces down. But the guy behind me got a bad run out of that turn, but I got really sideways because I tried to get on the power too soon. Now I'm chasing the guy in front of me down with the fury of Thor. I mean, well, no, Thor sounds cooler. Man, that's a big pack behind me. Behind the rest of the pack, I should say. At this point, I'm in 4th place, hunting down 3rd. Like my prey, I braked a little bit later. I wanted to go wide again at this turn, because I knew I could get a better run, but I couldn't get on the power sooner because I'd slide. So it ended up actually evening itself out a little bit. Except this turn, I was just a dive-bombing beast there. I kept hitting the wall annoyingly, but no harm, no foul. Now, with that turn, where it's that fast kink right into the... Ooh, I got a little bit sideways there. Right into the U-turn. You turn flat out, and then you're on the brakes, because there's no braking distance. And that's really hard, because normally what they say is, you gotta brake in a straight line in a rear-wheel drive car. That's the point. I got a little bit sideways over the bump, cost me a bit of time. But yeah, and so because of that made that turn not hard in the sense to negotiate. It made it hard in a sense not to overrun, because I didn't want to out-brake myself and then go wide through that turn, because that's a turn you didn't want to go wide through. Because it was deceiving. It actually had 2 parts. You turned in, and you thought, okay, well, it's going to be like a... No, then you had to turn tighter. It was a 2-part turn. It wasn't just one singular steering motion. You had to go twice there. Oh, we're on lap 6. I think I made this a 12-lap race? I can't remember. You can really hear how much I'm pushing it. Pretty much right past or right at the rev line. But yeah, you see, again, I wanted to go wide. I went a little bit too wide. It did work out, but went a little bit too wide. I hit the rumble strip, which unsettled the car, meaning I had to wait. I wanted to dive bomb them, but the yellow car, Mark here, was blocking, so I really couldn't get get the run out of the turn. Now, here's what this turn is like. You turn, and then you have the other turn there. So, like I said, you gotta brake immediately there. There is none of the wait and allow yourself. Sorry, you don't go into the turn, keep going flat out, and then brake. It's turn and brake, and that really can unsettle the cars. And it made it. I went a little bit too fast there, but yeah, it was really dangerous there. And so that's why I'm saying it wasn't hard to negotiate. Well, except for the last turn, because it's a two-part turn. But ooh, I almost hit him. But outbraking yourself was a real issue there. Right there, where you hear it go. That's where I flipped the throttle a little bit. Went a little bit wide there. Unsettled the car a tad. And now I'm in first place because I was doing so well. This track I loved. It was tight, but it was so much fun. It had the right mix of fast and slow corners to make it really rather enjoyable. But yeah, and so that's why I had to be so careful through that turn, because it's fast turn and then you gotta brake down to 30. It was no joke, to say the least. I mean, hold on, we'll go into my view. See? Turn, flat out, lose it, and then you gotta brake. Because the brown is the darker bits of the track, which is the braking zone comes next, and that's what I was talking about that. But wait, hold on. The second braking, or second turning zone. And so here's a chicane with me going flat out. Well, mostly flat out, because I don't have anyone behind me. See, you can just go so flat out, and that's going to look brilliant on this replay shot. I got a little bit sideways there, but I held it. That was such a fun turn, because you could push your car so hard there. A lot of traffic here. 2 blue Vipers in front of the yellow one. He went a little bit wide on the rumble strip, but he held it. I didn't like hitting the rumble strip there, because that really could unsettle the car like a lot of places on this track. He did a good job keeping it to the inside on that turn. Ooh, but he's going to go too wide. He's going to compromise the yellow car. Went a little bit wide. Bit of an accident. Ooh, he's going to get in front. Nope. Made a wise decision and waited. Hopefully gets a better run out of this turn and gets ahead of the car in front of him. I think he did. That was a good move. But yeah. Not to keep rambling on about that first turn, but I'm telling you, it's like taking a math test, and you think, oh, you're good, and then immediately having to take a history test after that. You get no break, you get no time to adjust. It's right there. And so you have to be prepared for it, because if you brake while you're turning, the car's going to get unsettled inside, and you might just ruin your race. And so you had to brake later so that the car was settled. But you didn't want to brake later, because then you'd outbrake yourself. So it was just such a mess of a turn. It would have been easier if you weren't going so fast, but I was trying to go fast, because that's the point in racing. So, frankly, it really didn't help my case at all. This guy's got a good run. And the other two jumped the curve. I didn't want to do that because it looked like a slightly shallow line. Not to mention, it was cutting the track, and there was a bump. All the engines just sound like they're totally dejected or something. There we go. Now they're starting to ramp up again. Ooh! Was that an overtake? I think that was an overtake. That was a good one. All these V10s just screaming down the back straight. Probably none were as loud as mine, though, because I was really... Again, I raised the rev limit to 6,000 rather than 5,800. So I was really right at the top of the engine's rev. I was really pushing it. Let's see where I am. See, again, there you go. I did good this time, though, but that two-stage turn mess was tricky, to say the least. Oh! Oh, this is the last lap. Nice. Here we go. I'm going to go flat out again. See, I went right up to the rev line. Went a little bit faster. Oh, yeah, because here it comes. I was going to try and drift through this because I knew that this shot was there. It didn't go well. I made a shambles of that, man. I just totally butchered it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this slightly shorter race. It was fun. It was fast. It was packed. A lot. Honestly, they say it closer together than last month. Just so much better than last month. Especially, I think there was less crashes, mostly because the AI were a little bit more controlled. There were a few accidents, though. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this race. We will see you next month. Hope you enjoyed.